Okay, so the next exercise that we're going to do is we're going to keep it short and staccato. Okay, so you're going to use a lot of your core, your diaphragm, the belly will be moving. And we're going to focus on not the pitch, just the placement. Mixing is all about your placement. Okay, so what we're going to do is, it's like when we do our ping and our belting exercises. Ping, 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 ping. We focus on not the pitch, but making our diaphragm move. Placement is key in this. Ping. So we're going to be here. It's still the A shape, because anytime we're in our mix, we need to be in that A shape. Okay? That's just a natural placement. You need to remember it. Eyebrows up, corners of your mouth up. We're smiling. Feels weird to sing in a smile, but just do it. So we're on ping here, except we're going to say hey, and we're not going to keep it held out like we do the pings. Is what we're going for. We want it to just be placed up top and off, and your core has to bounce too. So, hey, instead of hey, right? That pushes down. It brings your soft palate down. Hey, and you don't care about the pitch. So for here, hey, 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 hey. So it's all about the core work. And here, hey, 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 hey. And it might feel a little glottally, and that's okay. Hey, 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 hey. And you hear how my voice cracked? That's the D. That's my normal break line. So you're going to get more cracks during this exercise because it's not prolonged. So your voice cracks, it's fine. Don't worry about pitch. It's all about placement. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, 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 hey. That again. Hey, 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 hey. So, crack through it. Okay, do that one again. If you have to make it longer, make it longer. Find it. Okay. Going up by half steps there. That's that G up there. So that's what we're working towards ultimately. I'm working with you here. So instead of is my head voice. There's the mix. Oh, belt. And that's also my break. So that exercise, let's start at an A because that's where we need to place our vowel anyway. Reminder, use your soft or your finger for your soft palate if needed. Remember, pitch isn't everything. Okay, reminder one more time. Deep breath in. Breathe it out. In. Out. Drink some water if you need to. Let your voice relax before you start practicing your actual songs now. But warm yourself up first. Start again. All right, take another deep breath in. Take a drink of water if you need to, because now we're going to move on to placing that in your mix. So now we're going to move up to here. And now we're going to be at okay, so instead of saying hey this time, you're using that air that you brought in, and then had to collect my thoughts. Okay, so you're using that air that we just took in, and you're going to breathe in. The tongue is still down. You're just pushing your sound up towards the roof of your mouth. So, clean your finger first. Do it. Okay? You take your finger and put it on the hard palate. And you're going to end up sliding it back towards your soft palate when you're singing your hey, because you're already in this shape. But you're going to see if your soft palate is lifted. So slide it back on the hard palate until you feel the soft part. Right where it turns from hard to soft, it's going to lift up just a little bit, and that's how we're going to know if your soft palate is pushing down or if it's lifting. Okay, so we have, okay, once you found it, I don't know if you could hear the difference there. Here's the before my soft palate's up. My tongue is not going eh. It stays down. So you want to make sure that you're trying to place everything in the exact right spot, because we don't want to hurt our voices while we're working through our mix. So, again. Hey! Okay. It starts to get a little bit more nasally. That's good though, because especially while you're learning, the resonation needs to happen right in that nasal cavity. So, hey! If your vibrato comes in, let it live. Okay, here's the next one. Hey! Here's my break, so we'll see what happens here. Hey! Okay. So my vibrato is kicking in an overdrive because it's not comfortably placed in my mix. So open it up, keep the shape the right way, and then you'll be able to figure out your placement. Now in my head voice, that's comfortable because I'm more used to working in my head voice. Mix. So find your placement. Don't forget, use your finger as an indicator of if your soft palate's being lifted or not. Go through those notes again, okay? Nice little minor chord for you. Put that in my mix, and I should have put it in my belt. Hey! Yes, love a good voice crack. So that was me trying to place it in my mix up on a G. Doesn't quite work for my voice that way, but it might work for some of you. So on a G, I would probably use my F as my bass point. I need to always put my mix on a certain note and give a cutoff point until I expand. So when you're learning to expand your range, focus on which ones you do very well and really work the ones that you do really well, and then let yourself have a couple of voice cracks, a couple of vocal demons come through, and don't beat yourself up. Your vocal cords have to work out. Just like when you lift a weight, you need to build the muscle. So your voice is going to crack, and that's fine. Let the air through. Let your vocal cords know that you're taking care of them. Drink some water, breathe in nice and deep, and then go back and try hit it again. And if you can't get it that time, try 3 more times. If you don't hit it at all that day, it's okay. You're building your muscle. So focus on what's really strong, your strengths, and then add it to your strength later once you've really worked it. Okay. So this one's specifically for working on your mix. We're going to find the placement. So we're going to say make the shape E. See how, oh, the corners of my mouth came up. You're smiling now. And your eyebrows too. Obviously, my favorite face. So you're going to say E, but you're going to say the letter A through an E-shaped mouth. So E is here. A is here. So we're going to keep it at E. A. So you can see my tongue is forward. A. Makes sense? So that's where our placement's going to be for our mix and our belt up top. So we're going to start here. A. Okay. Just do a little bit of air at the beginning. A. Try that. Okay. Hey. Really engage the core each time. Hey. Hey. So right now that's a full belt. You want to remember the H is to help through the glottal. So you don't want it to go A, where it's that glottal stop. You want the H for that, but you also need the support. So when you do, it will engage your core completely. In a full belt. Now, when you're going into your mix, you're going to do it a little bit differently. So just those 3 notes on a full belt. Hey. 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 Okay. Try that maybe 2 or 3 more times before we move on to the next exercise, so you establish your full belt. So we're going to start with working through our mix in this warm-up. Okay. I'm going to give you a couple of notes that'll be easier to stretch out to eventually, but you don't need to worry about getting those fully belted or mixed right now. So what we're going to do is we'll start with just a low, so you'll do an M, but you want to push your tongue towards the back of your teeth like we normally do, and position the tongue and the space in your mouth that you're going to create like the shape of like an egg, and you want it to push up towards your soft palate. So, okay? Does that make sense? You want it to feel nice and buzzy through this area. You may feel it in your nose or in the front of your lips, as long as it's not resonating too much towards the back of your throat. So I positioned that last one up there in my mix. You could kind of hear when the switch happened. I think it happened on an E. So you want to remember also, once you switch into your head voice, to keep the same support, the same posture, same shape in your mouth the entire time. And when you switch to your head, when you can no longer do it up in the mix, it'll sound probably a lot different, where it goes, where it kind of is buzzy. So placement-wise, That's my head voice. You want to feel the difference of buzzing from here where it transitions up to here. Okay? Let's do that warm up again. Egg. Then as low as you can go, push out all the air. Go ahead and take a couple of deep breaths in. Excuse my yawn. Always remember to give yourself time to breathe in between. Drink some water and move on to the next exercise.